Alrighty guys and gals and YouTubers, welcome guys, and we're taking a look at League of Legends. The other MOBA I was talking about that came out, I guess around when the Dota 2 came around. I guess this one might have came out a little bit before that one, and then Dota 2 came out, but they kind of sprung off the same original MOBA, the Dota mod that was for World of Warcraft. So this is the other one. This is the one that a lot of people get in debates with, which one's better, Dota 2 or this one. I don't know. I don't want to get in that debate. This one's just as good as Dota 2 and just as good as Heroes and the Storm. It's just all what you want to get out of a game. But this has the same thing. If you remember my old Dota 2 videos, it's kind of the same setup where you got the towers, you got the top, middle, bottom lanes, and then your minions come out and you have your towers, defense towers spread out evenly, and then you have your inhibitors, and then you have your basically kind of like the core from the Heroes of the Storm, but this is the Nexus. But in this one you can actually buy equipment for your characters to give them a little bit buff, and that's one of the reasons you would come back to the your home point over here, just like in Dota 2. And in Dota 2 you have your jungle areas here where you have your certain creatures. Let's see if I can turn the Fog of War off. You have your certain creatures where you have a certain character. If you have one character per lane and possibly a support on another lane, so you have 4 characters, and then the 5th character would consider a jungler, which comes over here, and they level up by going and getting these I guess you can call them like creature NPCs, and that's how they level up instead of leveling them up through the minions. Because sometimes having 2 characters on the same lane can kind of hinder one of the characters getting leveling up properly, so that's why they kind of jungle and stuff like that. So we're actually taking a look at a replay. So I kind of like League of Legends a lot. I really play this one a lot more than I do Dota 2. And we're actually going to take a look at, there's my character there. You can probably follow my character. Where are you, Raven Mage? Right here. So yeah, this character is a support character. It's kind of, it's also, can be, I wouldn't say a tank, but a warrior, kind of like a warrior support character. They can handle their own one another lane by themselves, but they work best as a support. There's certain abilities this character has that can either boast this other character that I'm with. So yeah, it's a pretty good game. I really like it. The original version of this, the map was different. It didn't have so much detail, but they came along and redid the map, the Summoner's map, Summoner's Rift, and it actually looks pretty good. I really like it. I've seen videos on YouTube of the old map and I didn't quite like it, but this one looks pretty good. This League of Legends, the characters and whatnot seem to be that cartoony look. Some people like that and some people don't. Some people like the way Dota 2 looks, a little bit more realistic, but I kind of like this slightly cartoonish look. It's kind of cool. And these characters, they kind of remind me of like the way they yell out and stuff, kind of like Street Fighter characters and whatnot, and some of their abilities. And you get some really unique characters here. Like this one right here, Annie, she's got this really cool ability, high end there, where she can like spawn this giant teddy bear called Tibbers, and it kind of be like a tankish character. So she's really cool. So yeah, I was on this lane here with this other character here, Garen here. And we were actually having a hard time with this person here, this character here, Humdinger. It seems like they can keep dropping these little like defense turrets here, and they were giving us a hard time to kind of push up on them and actually take control of this lane. And I don't remember if this match we won or not. I think we did, but they were giving us a hard time on this lane here. And I believe this is actually... I feel like this is PvP. I think this is... yeah, this is PvP. Yeah, since we're doing replay, you can only do PvP recording. I'll actually do a video later on of what I use for my replay software and replay online program I go to. And we'll discuss that another day, and I'll upload that video for you guys if you're interested. So we must have some junglers if we're doing... no, actually got two. I don't think anybody's jungling. Let's take a look here. I don't think anybody is. Even the other guys on the other side aren't really jungling. There's two champions on top and bottom lane, and then there's one in the middle. No one's really going in and trying to take control of the jungle area. We're probably all noobs too, so. So the replay option, you're kind of in the directed camera here, or the spectator. They call it the spectator camera. And you can, like I said, the replays, you can only get that with PvP, because PvP is the only time it does spectator mode. If you do like co-op versus AI, like I do in Heroes of the Storm, there's no way to get replays. And the thing is, the one thing I don't like about League of Legends is there is no replay of your matches built in to the game system. That's the one thing I really love about Dota 2, is the way they set up their replay and the way their whole game and the interface is. It just has so much into it that they put in there, and they built that replay system in there, and then they built it so well that you can actually watch other people's matches and then watch professional games that are going on. And then you can select commentations in there. There's actually people that will watch that game at the same time and commentate to it. You know, professionals or YouTubers or people that have it on Twitch. And then you can select that in the Dota 2. And I'm surprised League of Legends hasn't really done anything with that. Developer Riot, which is League of Legends, have not really done much with the replay system, which they should really work on. I mean, that would be an awesome feature here. I mean, right now we just have to go with third-party software or go to a certain website and just kind of like set it up that way. That shouldn't be the case, you know. So yeah, I'm having a hard time on this lane by myself. So yeah, the first time I played this one, I don't know, I didn't really catch it. I mean, it didn't really get me because Dota 2 had some things that I like I said, there's the replay system, the whole interface was friendly. Get it on Steam, the graphics are a lot better, different. Even though this is cartoonish, I still like this and it looks good. And all the heroes are free in Dota 2. So this one I was like, oh, how am I going to use any of these characters and get good at them? But it's kind of a good thing that you have to purchase the characters, because then you can get focused on a few characters, get good with them, get familiar with them. Because a lot of times when I do Dota 2, I'm like, oh, there's so many characters, which one should I pick and which ones I don't know, I get kind of confused of there's so many characters to choose from, and when you're fighting against other characters, you don't know what their abilities are and stuff like that. But I'm not trying to compare the two or say one's better than the other one. I mean, I love League of Legends and Dota 2 at the same time. But like I said, I tend to play League of Legends more. And they're both MOBAs. Their games are gonna last a lot longer than what you get into, like Heroes of the Storm. They're not going to be as quick. Some of them are going to be like 30 to 40 minutes. I've seen some matches in League of Legends where they're going to take more than an hour. But yeah, you can, like I said, you can select certain, let's bring that up here actually. I think I closed, I don't know if I can bring that back up here. Oh yeah, I can, tab button. So yeah, you can buy certain items and they'll buff like your certain characters. And the cool thing is when you go into the, I don't know what you call this. It's not the store, it's just like the trader or whatever. They'll have the recommended stuff to buy for your character. And then one thing I noticed, there's not so much items to purchase as in Dota. Dota 2 has tons and tons of stuff you can buy in there. If you go into the recommended stuff, and even the stuff you can buy outright, there's a lot of items. Here there's a little bit less, which kind of makes it a little bit more friendly to jump in if you're new to the MOBA scene. So yeah, there's certain things for certain characters, like mine here. Getting a dagger, which gives you plus 12 attack speed, and you get the boots of speed, which gives you plus 25 movement speed. And then there's like this ring you can see there, and then a fiendish codex. And then you can also get these runes and masteries that you get by playing matches, and you level up your summoner. Kind of like in Heroes of the Storm, where you level up yourself instead of per se the character. You level up your count basically. So when you level up your count in League of Legends, you get more runes, and you can add these special masteries and stuff like that. Basically what they do is just give you a buff for your count or character, and basically it'll give you a little bit more ability power for your character, and you can put wherever those runes you want. You can have like health regen or mana regen or whatever you want, defense stuff, so that's kind of cool. They're not too intense. They're like a small percentage that they buff, like a 0.5, 0.5 or something like that. But every player has that, so it's not like one's going to be too much than another. I mean, if you're good at it, you can put the right runes into the right character and masteries and whatnot. Maybe we'll take a look at that later in the main menu. But they're pretty. This one's pretty simple. Reminds me a lot of, if you like, just like Dota 2, you'll be familiar with it. I mean, look at the lanes; they're pretty familiar. But there's quite a bit of difference in the gameplay with this League of Legends and Dota 2. A lot of people got in debate about it. I actually won't go into detail with that. There's actually plenty of YouTube videos which they show comparisons of the two. So let's go to manual camera here and turn tab off. So yeah, just like in Dota 2, let's turn Fog of War out. You're gonna have like your dragon, like basically your bosses. I think the dragon is over here. You got your dragon, And then you got your boss, which is basically Baron here. Is that Baron? No, that's not Baron. Where is Baron? I thought Baron wasn't... Maybe that's over here. I know Baron's in here somewhere. He's like a ginormous dragon. And basically kill them, they'll level you up pretty good as a character. Yeah, I think that's him. I think you go there and he turns into Baron, big old giant dragon-like creature. So Kaylee here, female, she's a really good support. I've been playing her a lot and I've really enjoyed her. And my team is actually relying on this character to get, let's see if I can skip ahead here, to get us to win the game here. This team is actually pushed up a lot. You know, this looks like about equal ground. Looks like they may win. They got one more turret than us, and they're already pushing the base turret here. And I think we kill them all at one point, and then we end up pushing up the middle at the same time. Yeah. Some of these games can get close sometimes. So she has Holy Fervor, which is always active. When Kaylee attacks a champion, the target loses 3% armor and magic resistance for 5 seconds. This effect stacks up to 5 times. This is her Q ability. Blasted target dealing 60 plus 1 plus 36 magic, slowing their movement speed for 3 seconds. Divine Blessings. I think this is the W button. Bless an allied champion, increasing their movement speed. This is the E. Righteous Fury. There's an active and a passive. Passive is Kaylee's basic attack. Let's actually just follow my character while I'm reading this. And then the active is increase her attack range for 400 for 10 seconds, which is cool. I like that. It's kind of like a blast. And then you get this intervention, which bathes Kaylee's target in the holy light, rendering them immune to damage, so it's kind of like a shield. And then I had this special other, I think they're masteries or spells, which you can unlock and add to your character in the main menu. I think I added the barrier, which kind of like shields me, kind of like another shield, and then I had this heal. So I've had those two on here since this is a support character. And then I keep buffing her with certain items. So let's get going. It's almost towards the end here, the last fight here. So yeah, once these inhibitors are down, our side will start spawning the bigger guys here. These ginormous tank guys. Here comes another one. Which they'll go right after these defense towers and the I keep calling this a nexus. It's like the each game has a different name for those. The core was in Heroes of the Storm. Let's see what this one's called. I always forget. Maybe it is
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh no, they're going after the... What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I don't know. Nexus. Nope, it just says victory. So yeah. Yeah, so look at this, guys. So, alrighty guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.